So this is how I moved out at 19. Welcome back to my channel. It's Alexandra Lachelle. Thank you for coming if you're new. This is actually my second YouTube video. I'm very excited. I actually have been getting a lot of questions. I really want to do a Q&A. But I've been getting a lot of questions, and like the one question that I feel like I've been getting the most is like, oh, how are you moving out? Like, how can you rent and afford to live on your own, like buy food for yourself and afford to still be able to take care of yourself? Well, it was a long journey to this point, so stay tuned, and this is going to be the story about how I moved out at 19. Okay, so August 2018, I decided that I wanted to go to Valencia. I had all my classes put together. I've been getting told that I was good to go for months and months on end. So I never thought I needed to do anything with my FAFSA. Now, time for classes to start. It's time for classes to start, right? And I have my bag packed and I'm really ready. And I pull up the website, you know, to look at my classes to be prepared for the next day. And all my classes are just completely dropped, right? And so I texted my friend and I asked her, like, are your classes there? Like, can you see them? Like, maybe there's just like a system error. There was no system error. Her classes were there. A couple other people's classes were there. I was like, so it has to just be me. So I was very upset. I was crying. Like, I was crying. We get in the car and we go there the next morning. And we sit there and we wait in line. And so I was like, that's fine. That's fine. I don't even want to go to school that bad. Like, you know, I was putting up that like tough because at the time I was like really upset, you know. I was like excited for school. I had my bag with me because she was that confident that I was gonna get my classes back and be able to start school that day. The man told us like there was no way I was getting my classes back because all the classes are full. And at the time I was like, why would God do this? Why would the universe do this? Why would my spirit animals do this to me? I was like really in my feelings about it, you know what I'm saying? And then I was just like thinking, you know, I really want to be in school and it's just not Valencia right now. So I was like, let me just start looking at some medical schools because I had been thinking that I wanted to do nursing. I submitted some, like, you know how you type in your name, your email, your phone number and submit information. I had submitted information about what I wanted to do. And I just put like, oh, nursing, this, medical assistant, whatever. And they contacted me. So actually a bunch of schools contacted me. But the first school that contacted me was Concord Career College about nursing. So I set up an appointment and I told my mom, hey, I'm gonna go to this school and just get some information about it or whatever. My mom was there. My mom went with me the next day. I had set up an interview and everything just to talk to them, get some information. She actually like convinced me, like she told me like pros and cons, all this stuff, length of time, cost of everything, just how much work you have to put in everything. And at the time I wanted something quick and easy. And she made pharmacy technician like schooling seem cake. So I was like, all right, bet, no big deal. Like, that's fine. That's what I'll do. And she told me like there were jobs that I could get with it. This was like a Friday and I started class on Monday. That's how bad I wanted to be in school. Come November, I told my mom, you know, I do want to move out. I don't want to stay. I just want to move out. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be on my own. I want to have my own. Cause you know, we get along sometimes, you know, they don't like when my room is dirty, but I can't lie to you and tell you my room is never dirty because that's not the case. I can't live that. You know, what's that movie on Netflix or that show on Netflix where she be cleaning extra with the organizational boxes and whatever else? I'm not doing all that because no, that's not how I want to live my life. And therefore I decided that I wanted to just and go. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, November 15th, 2018, I signed my lease. No job, 2 months into school. You have 9 months to get it together. So get it together. And you need, by that point, you need a job that will pay you enough, if not more, to be able to afford to pay rent and still live the bougie life I live, okay? I signed my lease and took pictures, posted on Instagram, everything. It's actually still there on my Instagram if you want to go look at Alexandra Lachelle on Instagram. And you know, I was happy with my decision. I was very worried. I was very scared, but I had no idea what was coming ahead of me. Have you seen that meme on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, pretty much everywhere, where it's like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Like literally, if that picture is not the most accurate. February, I was sick. March, I was sick. April, wisdom teeth. But all of this time, mind you, I'm in school, not in class. Like I finished by January, I was finished with my like in-class assignments. No, now I'm in my internship working in a pharmacy, getting paid zip. 40 hours a week, getting paid zip. I had to complete, 320 hours, I think it was, which is 40 hours a week. You don't work anywhere else. You don't have time, okay? You dedicate your entire life to this pharmacy. Now, there are rules. You have to be there from day one. At some point between day 1 and day 6, you have to be there. Because if you go from day 1 to day 6, and on day 7 you're not there, they will drop you like a hot potato. You better be in class between now and the next 7 days, or you're just not, you don't work here anymore. You don't have classes with us anymore. You're done. That's it. I got sick, so I couldn't be there. So I had to literally go for like 20 minutes one day, clock in, do a little, clock out, and go home because I could not be there. I was crying. I pulled my mom. I was like, you gotta come. You gotta pull up because I can't take it anymore. I was there for like 15 minutes. Literally, I cried from the time I walked in the building to the time I walked out the building, slept in the car, and then we went back to the hospital because I had been in the hospital for multiple days before that, left the hospital to go do this, went back to the hospital. Like, it was just really ridiculous. And then I finally had my procedure and I was healing from it, and I was kind of on like an uphill from there. I was like, okay, we made it through. We're okay, sis. We got this. Like, strong, independent Black women don't need nobody, never need a man. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So I just kept pushing forward, and then I found out that I needed to get my wisdom teeth removed, and that was a time. I was like intensely nauseous when I got my wisdom teeth out. And then after the healing time had elapsed, I was still like in excruciating pain. So then I went to the hospital for that, had to get more medication just to like be able to manage the pain a little bit. And then that finally like subsided. And then after that subsided, things were kind of on a steady for a while. It was just, I'm just going to internship and that's really it. And I just decided that, you know, what is best for me is to focus on this lease that I signed. Now, by this point, it's probably about April, and I'm healing from my issue that I had with the tailbone cyst, and then I'm healing from my teeth, everything. I finished school, I graduated. In May, that was when my dog passed away. It was very sad for us and everything, and it was very hard for our family. I had a German Shepherd. His name was Mace. At that point, I had been worrying like, okay, I don't have a job. Like, I'm still jobless because the last job I had was Pier 1 Imports, and I was getting paid $9.75. That's really not that much because I started to think about how much bills and everything that I was gonna have in the future with the lease that I had signed. So I had a lot of family drama come towards me in June, and something happened to where I had to, you know, get out of my lease, and then I ended up getting back into a different lease, like probably within days. I got out of my lease on like a Tuesday, got back onto a lease on like a Thursday. So on that Thursday. So it was like a quick switch. And by the grace of freaking God, I texted my teacher and I was like, can you please help me find a job because I am struggling to find a job. Like, I need a job. I'm not making any money. I just, she was like, oh, well, what happened to all the places you were applying? And I'm like, they're just not, they're not cutting it. They're either not replying back or they're not offering me enough money. So she found me a job, and it just pays so well. And I'm so grateful. Like, I was just, okay, it hit me like a ton of bricks because I just went to the interview not thinking anything of it. You're hired. Like, literally, I walked in, talked to her for 2 seconds. She was like, welcome to the team. And I was like, what? This all happened in the same day. I texted my teacher. The lady called me. We did a FaceTime interview. I did another FaceTime interview. She told me to come in. I came in. I got the job. Offered me full-time plus benefits. What? I'm now working 9:30 to 6. What? Every day? And I get paid every week? What? Okay, so you're telling me, okay, Miss Lady, you're telling me I can afford to live and buy stuff for myself? Point is, the point of all of this is when I signed my lease, I had nothing in mind except for a goal. That's it. I didn't have any actual like standing evidence of anything. Like, I knew nothing. I didn't know any of that was gonna happen, and it didn't even matter, really. It didn't matter that stuff happened. Like, I had a goal. There was one goal, one point, and I did that. I focused on just that. And this all happened because I did not go to Valencia. And I thought, at the time, that the universe was punishing me. I thought I was being punished by my classes being dropped. No, I was being blessed with a new goal, a new plan. Like, look at where I am now. Tomorrow is move-in day, and I am beyond emotional. Like, I could actually, if I let myself, I could actually start crying right now. I'm more than prepared. I have more than enough money. I'm more than mentally stable. I'm ready. I've been working on myself for the last 2 months. I've been nicer to people. I haven't been as cold and cruel, because some people do know me as just really cold-hearted just because I have a guard up, you know what I mean? But it's just been such a blessing with this job. And really, all I can say is, if you have a goal, if you have a dream and you think it's impossible, come on, it's definitely nothing. Impossible is nothing, literally nothing. You have to want it bad enough. You have to stick to it. You cannot feel defeated. And if you do feel defeated, that's fine. But you cannot let it engulf you, surround you, and just pull you in. You have to push through and keep your eye on my story about how I got the opportunity to move out at 19 years old, and how I can afford to do it all by myself. So thank you for watching, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like. Also, don't forget to add me on Instagram, because I always ask what videos you guys want to see. This one was highly requested by my family, my Instagram followers, my friends. So please go on my Instagram and be active on my polls and ask me questions, because I will always answer your questions no matter what the question. Any kind of questions about anything that I have already experienced, please feel free to ask me, because I want to share in what I have learned, so that maybe you don't have to go through something, or maybe it'll help you go through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Grow through it. So, but thank you for watching, and I really appreciate, you actually taking the time to watch my video. So